Welcome everyone. Here we go again. This is your number one rugby podcast, Behind the Ruck. As you guys can see, we are dressed nicely. Why? Because this is the business end of the Rugby World Cup. Everybody's excited. Springbok fever is here. World Cup fever is here. It's been fantastic so far. We cannot wait for the box 9 o'clock against France. Okay, but always, I'm never alone. I've got my partner in crime here. Right next to me is none other than Mr. Juan de Jong. Hey!
Fiji, I'm not sleeping. It's just the camera angle touching me a little bit from the side.
Okay. How are you doing?
I'm good in yourself.
I'm fantastic. Excited.
Oh, wow. You look like you've dressed to impress. You sparked the BTR interest.
Yes, it's business end of the season, buddy.
Yes. So quarter-final week.
Yes. So we have to look the part.
And Juan?
You look sexy.
Not bad?
You look good.
GQ? No, shoot for me.
No.
Okay, just checking.
More like the back of the school pages. Okay?
Loud and clear, yeah. Oh, episode 14, hey? Sponsored by Sealand, hey? Okay. Look at this. We're lucky.
We're very lucky.
We're lucky. Sealand, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. We're super excited. I don't know if it's the sea to the land or the land to the sea.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, tune in at sealandgear.co.za and get all these goodies. Because these guys, it's made from waste. Recycle equipment.
It's good for the earth.
Good for the earth, good for the environment.
Yes.
Is it good for the economy as well?
What is good for the earth is good for the Springboks, which is good for Behind the Ruck.
Here we go. Here we go.
Days.
I'm super excited today. So yeah, they were sponsor. Our episode sponsor is obviously also a sponsor of the Stormers as well. But I love this product. It's not because they sponsored this episode or the Stormers. Quality of this bags is unbelievable.
Okay.
Eh? And you're gonna test it. So this is your debut, eh?
I'm excited. Yeah.
This is your debut.
Really excited.
Yeah.
But while we're on the protocol, let's observe the protocol quickly. Okay. Currently, guys, we are very lucky. Today, we are in the RUK studios, all right? That is a mental health platform. I apologize.
Long to the form.
It is a mental health platform, ruk.co.za. Please go check them out. They're doing fantastic stuff for the mental health aspect of life. Please go check out their websites. And then also, while we're on Protocol Observe, guys, up there is our partner in crime, the people that are making Behind the Ruck possible
for our viewers.
Yes.
Is that Ruckers, ne? We call it the Ruckers?
The Ruckers, we're calling them the Ruckers.
So Ruckers, the roofkijkers, they're all in one.
They're all in one. So Lulabet, guys, our partner, our proudly sponsored. What is the website that they need to go to?
sports.lulabet.co.za.
Okay, happy days.
Let them check it out. It's quarterfinals. There's a lot of... They must check it out.
They must check it out themselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from our side, all protocol observed. All protocol observed. Let's get stuck into this episode. Okay.
Yes, so excited.
Hit me.
There's rugby. It's just World Cups everywhere. It's IRB Rugby World Cup that we all focus on. But ICC as well.
Okay.
No wonder I took a sleeping tablet and just took a quick nap.
It wasn't sleeping. It was the camera angle.
It was the camera angle. I'm sorry.
I want people to understand our captain.
Yeah.
He was traveling up and down.
How can... You will never do that, eh?
You know
how
it
states,
is.
The big states.
Tired.
The guys did well, actually, ne?
They were off to a fantastic
start, eh?
Awesome start. Just quickly, we the first team that obviously scored the highest runs in a World Cup game. It's the first time that a betting side has got three guys scoring a century. And it's the first guy, Aiden Markram, he scored the fastest 100 or 49 balls. Markram. Remind me, but Markram, see? Markram. Okay. And he reminds me a lot about Pollard. But let's not go to that.
Slow and steady.
So South Africans, we got a big weekend.
Big weekend as rugby, as IRB, as ICC, as ABC, as alles in één. Hey?
Let's go.
Huh? Alles in één, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, just so excited.
So all the best to Proteas.
Proteas, yeah. We can actually cover that, eh? Behind the Ruck can become?
Behind the Stumps.
Behind the Stumps. So our viewers, let us know. If you feel like you want Behind the Stumps, we can give them Behind the Stumps.
Exactly. Okay, that's all protocol observed.
Episode 14, brilliant. And last week, shout out to Oma Sari for inviting us in.
Ja, ons het nooit die koffie gekry nie, maar dankie
Oma. Ons het die koffie gekry nie, maar ons die invoice gekry.
Yes.
The invoice is in the email section.
In the emails.
It's a lot, but thank you very much.
Oma weet, that check is going to bounce. Okay?
Yeah, with the economy, like we said, now it's gonna bounce.
Yes.
You're excited, eh? Oh,
let's get going.
It's review time. It's time to line up. The barber must line up this airline.
The fadings.
It's very important. We got to cover review stuff.
Okay,
There's
what else?
massive rugby review games that was up and running this past weekend, and every game was awesome. I thought, okay, the Springboks not playing. It's going to be a boring weekend. But wow, Paige,
It was
did you
fire.
see a couple of those games?
Wanneer I told you earlier, it was like a summer's day in Oudtshoorn.
Yeah.
It was bloody warm.
Het was warm, nee.
The rugby was on fire. It was exciting.
You think it's tier 2, tier 3, but they gave us action.
No,
a lot
same,
of action. Yeah. And then, obviously, everything is all cleared now. It's the final 8.
Okay.
The final 8 that's fighting for that big prize. William Webb Ellis.
So we're going to get into that
We got to
as well.
get into that. And then we give them another spice ball. Talk to me about the spice ball.
The Spice Ball, guys, on this episode is we got an exclusive interview with none other than Stormers flanker and superstar Hacjivah
Graham?
Dayimani.
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 Oh, Dayimani.
Dayimani. Hey, so we got an exclusive interview
Wow.
with him on the Behind the Ruck channel. So that is awesome, exciting. We're going to learn a lot about his life, a lot about who he is as a person.
yo.
And that's a can't miss. So don't
That's a
miss
can't
that.
miss that interview.
Don't miss that
It's
interview.
calling spade a spade. You know, he's going deeper than the surface, into his own life.
Yeah.
The stuff he said, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe we should have an episode just about that. That's why I give him exclusive.
I like it.
Huh?
I like it.
And hopefully our ruckers like it.
Our
It's
first-
important that they like it.
The Ruckers must like it. Okay, so let's get into it.
Yes, into review stuff.
Let's go with the games. Let's go with the games,
Okay, let's
partner.
get cracking. Let's get cracking. So the first game up, obviously,
Yes.
it's New Zealand versus Uruguay. Okay, New Zealand versus Uruguay, it's a 73-0. Are we going to talk about the ducky, or are we just going to let it slide?
Let's leave the Uruguay with a duck. Let's not kick
Yeah,
the
it's a
dog
couple
while,
of dogs. IRB, don't like it.
Yeah,
it's not
let's-
nice to see in a
let's not
Rugby
kick
World
them
Cup.
while they're down.
Yeah,
Anything about the All Blacks that stood out
The
for
All
you?
Blacks, they're playing, they slowly building themselves, eh?
Yes.
A couple of guys are standing up, you know, because they know it's tough. It's quarterfinal times, and they've got
Okay.
Ireland now in the next quarterfinal, so it's going to be tough. Couple of players, Roygaard standing out for me as well.
Yes.
It's good to see Will Jordan doing well. Leicester, what's his name?
Lester Fangyanuka.
Fayanuka.
Fangyanuka.
So hy vang en hy
En
is nie
nie.
genoegie.
Ja.
Nuka. Okay.
Not Nuka. Oh, ja,
Leicester
okay,
Fayanuka. Okay.
He was actually really good.
Yes.
He got them go for it. He was dominant. I thought he had a man of the match performance.
Yes. Scoring a
Hat-trick.
hat-trick, yeah.
Fantastic performance by him. And he's throwing, hey.
A curveball.
Yeah,
He's saying, hey, Mark and Will, ek is ook hier so.
I'm here.
Which is good to see.
It's awesome.
Something I need to cover with you, and you probably won't like it. I was looking at the haka a little bit, and it's different.
Okay.
So they brought the Kamate back, okay,
Yes.
which is quite nice to see. It's been a long time. But they had Cody Taylor leading it. Not
Yes.
your man.
Partner.
Not your man.
He was not playing.
Yes, he wasn't playing. But for me, I had wonderflays when I was watching it. I like the big physical, you know. Kamasi.
You can't have a guy out of the stands doing it. Okay? So please.
Yeah, it was just good to see. And I kind of liked it, you know, having a physical guy there. Aaron Smith, no disrespect. First of all, no disrespect to Aaron Smith. But yeah, it's good to see physicality there, you know, kamasi kora, you know.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when Aaron Smith is there, I can only see his head. You know, Cody Taylor, I can see the whole body and he looks physical.
You're getting personal.
Okay.
You're getting
But
personal.
it's just good to
I'm
see
going to stop
from New
here. For
Zealand.
all the short guys, before we knock him out, I'm going to stop this right
Sorry
here.
to take
Okay.
that. But it's always good to see, you know, guys like, you know, Liam Messam and all those boys, you know, leading it, Tano Maga. But yeah, so New Zealand is looking good, but they've got a crack of a quarterfinal coming up.
Later.
Yes, later on. Then obviously France against Italy, where I seen Jacques had to watch it. Yeah? We had a bye week, but Racing Jacques had to watch it.
Yeah.
Just because to see what's going on there. Because there's a couple of things we need to discuss. How do you feel about France? What stood out for you?
I'm actually quite disappointed in the Italians, to be totally honest with you, partner. I thought the early games leading up to the World Cup, I thought they would be more competitive. The past two games, they've got both hidings. They got a 90 against the All Blacks and now another hiding against France.
Because you said it, yeah.
So I must say, I'm quite disappointed in the product they put out there, the last two games. From the French team, clinical.
Clinical, yeah.
I thought they looked really good. Maxime Luca looked really good. The 9 that stood in for Dupont. The snappiness of his breakdown work was excellent. he got to the breakdown really good. He didn't think and stutter or hesitate too much at the breakdown point. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with the ball. And I thought that got momentum into their games, which, because they're such a physical team of nature, once they get momentum, it's really difficult to stop. I will probably get more into that later on.
Yeah. I'll hold your horses.
Okay,
You
I'm
can
excited.
get it away.
I apologize.
We're going to get there.
But France look good.
To cut it deep, yeah.
France look good.
Yeah, they look very good,
Okay.
yeah. Good to see. Even without the Ponte and Intermac.
I told you.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about that later on. And then after that, we had Wales versus Georgia. Tie vlees.
Yeah, the Georgians, I think they would have probably wanted to kick on from the past World Cup. They were obviously still competitive. We've applauded them for that. They're a tough, rugged, strong, proud nation. And that's the way they played as well. But didn't get any wins in the group stages this year.
But a lot of the teams, they're knocking that first 40 minutes. And then it's just like, we spoke about it the past
It's that
episodes.
bench, I think. I don't know if you agree with me, but if you're a team that can be competitive for 40 minutes and you don't have a strong bench to finish the job.
Oh, yeah, the
I
bomb
think
squad.
The bomb squad, I think that's where some of not
some
all
of
the
teams,
tiers,
yeah, they got good 15. And
they got a good 15,
a
but
good
they don't
20.
have this like-for-like changes with fresh legs. I think that's where they came up short
yeah,
in
but
this World
they're
Cup.
looking good. In every World Cup, they just keep on knocking, keep on getting better.
It's awesome for rugby to see it.
And Wales is also looking good as well. They settled now in a way. They obviously don't. They're struggling without a bigger, directing things a little bit. But Reece Emmett is looking fantastic. Tompkins in the midfield. Putting that
Look
George
long,
North.
look short.
Yes,
Hey?
look short, play long.
Hey?
Those type of options. We're gonna cover when they play. Who they playing against?
Argentina.
They playing Argentina. Eh?
Yes.
And Argentina was.
This is also a game.
Cracker of a game. Then after that, so that score over there was 43-19.
Okay.
Yes. And then obviously France was 60, Italy 7. Then England and Samoa. England 18, Samoa 17. Oh, how unlucky.
I was actually sad, to be totally honest with you. I watched the game and I was disappointed for the Samoans. I thought Fritz Lee was outstanding in that game, the amount of turnovers he made, his carries, just really, really fantastic rugby player. Really disappointed that Samoa didn't pull it one through.
Sure, it was
I
so
honestly
close. They was
thought
in front the whole game.
they did all the right things. They played the game in the right side, the right half. And unfortunately, I think that yellow card
Yeah.
that the center got
That
hurt
was a
them.
bit harsh.
That is
Because he's bailing out a little bit. And it didn't look like dangerous.
that's not a so guys. That's not a yellow card in my eyes.
Is it
I thought that is a really soft call. I think penalty at worst because
Did you see the late hit with the player, the late hit on Jamie George, the number 16?
also
As harsh, he's also bailing out. It's
tough.
just like a check.
it's
But
I
he said
feel
it's
like
a like
that's part of rugby and we kind of we I know player safety is paramount in everything that we do, but we mustn't take the actual the values of rugby and what makes rugby unique. We shouldn't take that away. Which it's a combat sport, it's a contact sport, and yeah, I felt that yellow card where the
also
contact
feel
was in the air. I thought that's a penalty at most. It wasn't a yellow card.
That changed the game.
It changed the game completely.
Yes, as a lot of those moments, yeah. And that's what Bokke also said, like, that's the discussion we still have to have, because in a few episodes we just discussed that. Is the game getting soft? And also, a little curveball, Tana Maga and Mapasua, the two coaches for Samoa, they actually said after the game that it looks like the refs, all the 50-50 calls is not going towards them. It's always go to the tier one country.
Nations. And that's probably them feeling a certain way after a lot of stuff has been going against them, especially the Samoan team.
Samoan team, yeah.
Which is really difficult, because obviously after we've spoken to some of the refs, and me being a level 1 referee.
Hey, what those knees and all, hey? Knee.
I don't think that is my view. I don't think the referees are doing it on purpose. I don't think it's a purposeful thing that is happening.
Yep.
But it is probably tough for them to swallow, because they felt like they not undone by it, but they could have gotten more 50-50s going their way.
Because if you look at the Fiji-Wales game, we obviously remember what happened there as
Exactly.
well. They
At
felt
the
like it
end.
didn't go against them. Before the Rugby World Cup, what George Moore and all those other... The Islanders almost feels like, hey, come on, guys.
Nothing is...
They want to keep us there. That's how the Islanders feel. But yeah, we need to see if we can get...
But at least from a coach's point of view, it was quite brave for them to speak, obviously speak out on it.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes people don't say that out loud in public, and they did it. So, kudos on them. Well done, gents.
Yeah. It's massive.
So unlucky for the Samoans.
Unlucky for the Samoans. And then Farrell, hey, did you see the shot clock? He missed it.
Yeah, the first one.
I'm so lucky that the ref actually pulled it back because that was in the last second. If he allowed that to go forward,
It's more chaos.
it's more chaos.
More chaos.
It's more the Islanders. It would have been like, it would have been.
Mannen so tyres gebrand het en dat zo de venster
In the
stukkend
the
gooi.
World Cup would have been done.
Yeah,
maybe.
so
By
luckily
the
the
look of
ref
it.
stopped that.
Yeah. Especially Farrell because it's all Farrell,
Yeah.
And the Islanders got something for Farrell. So luckily the ref stepped it. Well, it was good to see. That was a massive,
It was
massive game.
interesting to see that the shock. The what
Shot clock.
Shot clock.
Yeah.
Shot clock. Oh, wow.
Running out.
Oh, English. The shot clock.
It's not shot. Just so calm down.
Okay.
It's not just shot.
Apologize. Okay.
Yeah. And then, so that was a good game. Then obviously the big game that we're going to cover later on. Okay, that's Ireland versus Scotland.
Yes, we'll
okay,
get
but
to it
first
now.
we had Japan against Argentina. I spoke about games that's been awesome. How awesome was that game?
I honestly, I watched every single minute of that game, partner. And as I said earlier, that's the reason why I love rugby. I think the way those two guys played the game, the intensity, the bravery in which they spread the ball around, the way Japan plays their rugby is something I truly admire. Even Argentina got out of the blocks. Out of the first 2 minutes, they scored a try. They showed their intent, and they showed their intent throughout the game, especially the Argentinians. And the robustness and the toughness of the Japan team to hang in there.
Yo.
They
look like the team I spoke about in 2019, the Rugby World Cup. Slowly but surely they got there, but it's just
they had
unlucky.
glimpses of it. And
just so that game went to the last. Actually, we got killed in the last 10 minutes.
The guy obviously was the difference in that game was the winger of Argentina, Carreras,
yeah. Hat-trick, yeah.
Fantastic player.
The tries he scored.
He's like a Duracell battery.
Just Sonic, huh?
Yeah.
Part 2.
I was like, Duracell. You remember that Duracell advert?
Yes.
The one battery runs
put
out.
them in.
And the Duracell just keeps going.
Yeah.
That is Carreras for me.
Yes.
Duracell battery. He's tough, he's short, he's strong, he's robust. So he was phenomenal. He was world class in that game, and he was the difference. Unfortunately for the Japanese, that guy was the difference in that game.
Yeah, that killed him actually because he scored a try in the last 10 minutes. That's a seal because that game was like close 2 points up for Argentina in the last 10 minutes.
And I want to compliment. I thought honestly, Tony Brown's attack in the game was outstanding. Some of the tries that the Japanese set up, the one of a quick tap, how they set the quick ball up to beat Argentina in the race to the corner. And they scored in the corner. And how they manufactured that whole set piece, free kick set piece was quite outstanding. And how they generate quick ball and understanding that quick ball beats the fence.
Yeah, and that's Japanese rugby.
In
That's
a
quick
nutshell.
ball because let's chop your ankles. Not knees, not hips, ankles.
And the carrier. The carrier understands when he must go for the fight or when he just hit, boom, place,
down.
balls out.
They're all about speed and they're all about quickness. Huh?
Yes,
they don't want to have tackle fight. But we want tackle fight. They don't want tackle
They
fight.
5G.
It's choop, who's in? Okay, next rack.
They don't want 4G and 3G, they want 5G.
They want 5G. It's quick, yeah.
Okay,
So the Japs were looking good. Yeah, so unlucky to the Japs for not hitting the quarterfinals and getting into that second
But
spot.
represented the country proudly and well done.
Yeah.
Happy.
And at try after the number 5 was also awesome. Chip kick. That I think that's obviously one of the tries for the Rugby World Cup.
Would you allow your locks in your team to do it?
Just
if you're coaching?
Everyone's kicking now these days. I saw in Portugal game as well. Yeah, the hooker that actually and Bokke that kicks it and Wales everyone's kicking these loose forwards, eh?
Forwards, hookers.
Looks like they've got kicking coaches. Where's ours?
It's probably the David Beckham Netflix show that got out. Everybody wants to kick a ball.
That was a fantastic game. It's almost like I was watching. You was playing PlayStation.
Yeah.
R2 finesse, those type of things. Fantastic to see.
And what was next?
Next we had Tonga, Romania. the guys in our pool.
And
Very good. I must say, Tonga played some good rugby. It was obviously Romania knocked him for the first 30, 40 minutes. But then the guy that wasn't supposed to play in the Rugby World Cup, he got man of the match. Your friend?
Georgie Moala. He's world class. I told you that.
Fair play to IRB for letting him play.
He's something else. He's an absolute beast. He is a freak of nature. He's a beast. And I'm happy he got to play in the World Cup and represent his country of birth, which is awesome.
That was fantastic to see. So the score over there was 45-24 for Romania.
Okay.
They did well. And then obviously Fiji, Portugal. The biggest upset. Is it the biggest upset in the Rugby World Cup? That's Rugby World Cup.
That's for Rugby World Cup.
There's so many upsets. But I think it is. That's Portugal's first win in the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, let's call it the biggest upset in the Rugby World Cup till date.
Yeah. And what is Portugal doing? They're playing some fantastic rugby.
I know a few of them guys are actually playing some pro rugby in France. Then 9 is fantastic. Makis, he's a really good player. I've played against him.
Is it?
Phenomenal player. He can kick off both feet. He brings tempo into the game. Mikey Tejar was one of my ex-teammates at Clermont-Auvergne.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who kicked the hooker that kicked out. Very
He
vibrant,
looks like an
energetic person. Really
so he's
good
retiring
player.
actually as well
Retiring
now.
from Portugal, yeah.
So I saw the interview with these 2 kids, He looks like a nice guy.
Very nice guy. And I was actually ecstatic for rugby as a whole. Not just for Portugal, for rugby as a whole. The fact that teams like Portugal, guys like Chile who did well in the World Cup, teams like
Tyflees,
Jordans. So there's a lot of growth happening overall in rugby, which can only be good for our game as a whole.
Yeah.
So that was a phenomenal game from them. They didn't, the way those guys tackled.
Just so, huh? Body on the line.
There was no tomorrow for them, partner. No
it looked
tomorrow.
like it, and they got the results because there was no tomorrow.
Exactly. But I know Fiji lost. I don't want to play Fiji after this game. I know the English have to play them, and we're going to get to it now.
Yeah, but now I'm on a catch-22 because Fiji, they struggled against Tyflees, Georgia. They struggled against Portugal. They don't look like a team the same team we saw against Australia and Wales.
You think so?
And because they lost against England lost against them at Twickenham a couple of weeks ago, that might just give England another a kickstart as well.
So you're not confident about Fiji anymore?
It's a catch-22. I'm not too sure.
But you need to catch either 2 or 2, but something you got to catch.
I look like I have 4 in my hand because the 2 and the 2 don't. Yeah, so with Semi Radra having a hamstring injury, he's clinical because he's a ball player, but he's still got he can think about the game, moving the place in the right position, all those type of things. But I'm in a catch-22 where I think
I think Fiji just got lost in the champagne rugby type of vibe where every offload was kind of on and they wanted to throw it, and obviously Portugal played like a team who had nothing to lose. And I think Fiji got sucked into that, playing that way, quick tapping, having a go at your own. They kind of went out of the structure, which I thought they've been really good at, playing within a certain structure this whole World Cup, not playing in their own half, kicking the box kick, being really patient, which is un-Fiji-like in the past years. And they've done that well in the World Cup. That's why they're in the quarters. And I think they kind of went away from that in that game, and that hurt them at the end of the game.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll see when they hit the quarterfinals. But then we had some super, super sad news about Joshua Tuisova.
Yeah, that is, I think from our side,
obviously, from behind the ruck,
condolences to the Tuisova family, for the loss of the young one.
7-year-old son,
Which obviously both of us are fathers. That's tragic, and we never want to. We can only send our praise and thoughts out
and
to
strong
them.
to him, especially in
this difficult time.
In this difficult time, obviously he's got stuff that is ahead of him now, but hopefully he can just have enough power and courage for after the Rugby World Cup. Our respect is with him, our thoughts are with him and his families. In our
100%.
Praise, Obviously, when we're cracking to
the group stages are done. Partner, there's no more opportunity times. There's no more time for mistakes. There's no more time for a little slip and an error and a whatever. It's finished.
Let's chat quickly about the most important game, that Ireland-Scotland game. Let's crack.
I apologize.
Because that was the one that everyone biting their nails on this weekend.
I got it wrong.
You got it wrong? You got it wrong. I told you, my predictions, what was it? 35-10. It was very close. So the score actually was 36-14.
No, you good. Well done.
So, yeah, I just had that feeling that Ireland is in fantastic form. I'm blown away by the way they play their rugby or the shape they're in, current shape they're in, their players. So, wow. When I was watching that game, it's like, wow. All the stuff we spoke about, the triangles, all the individual players, Whitbix, James Lowe. Yes.
Jameson, Gibson Park.
Yes, Jameson. Highland and Jameson. Combination.
Hey, same.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on standout players and the way of playing? Because that was a crack of a game.
I think Bandi Aki, for me, has been the standout player of the group stages from all the teams. I think he's playing the best I've seen him play currently. He's dominating the contact. He's making good decisions with ball in hand. He's making good defensive reads. He looks confident. He looks durable. He looks fit. So he has been outstanding for them. And a lot of good things happen because of him in that team currently. Jameson Gibson Park was awesome again.
He was on the wing as well.
Even
for
when he
30
moved
minutes.
to the wing, he looked comfortable.
What is it with nines and wings these days? Huh?
It's nowadays.
I saw it this weekend as well in our warm-up games. I'm not going to name names, but these nines are going to the wing now.
I don't know.
Huh?
Luckily, there's a stop before my time. So there's a started now.
Have you seen you?
No, sir. There's certain things you don't...
like to be behind the rack and under the oven and in the mix.
I like it in there. Sport spaces.
But he looked good, man. Man of the match performance
He was
as well.
world class. He was absolutely
Van der
outstanding.
Vlier. I don't know. There's no guy that's actually like, there's maybe a red flag or orange flag. Yeah.
Nothing. No, they're looking like a number one in the world team. They're playing like a number one in the world team. And I honestly thought more of Scotland.
Yeah.
Scotland didn't fire any shots. One of their best players, Duan van der Merwe, I think touched the ball in the first half twice. And nothing... I think Finn obviously tried a lot, and then you could see the longer the game went on, he got more and more frustrated. It was more verbals with the opposite team.
Yeah. He just had no answers.
Nothing.
He was forcing everything, and that's what I said, man.
I apologize. I got it wrong.
I just felt like Sexton was just at an upper hand against him in terms of class, in terms of what they want to do. But too all-out attack, you're forcing it, especially in tight games like that. And the way they just attacked, the tries they scored, Keenan, the 2 tries he scored was absolutely fantastic. James Lowe, when we meet him in the final, we just sal ons sê mondjies, miskien begin by die mond. Eben moet net gou sê, hey, because he had one over Eben, must lift Eben up against. Ons gaan hom kry, ja.
Elke hond kry sy dag.
Yeah, so we spoke about, the triangle shape that's very important and we need to look out for. And even the quick tap, that's something Leinster always do. They've got this funny little moves with a quick tap and they move it inside, outside and all this type of things.
Even sweeping back to the blind.
Yes, and that's why Keenan scored in the corner there. So, they look like a wild old engine. Die sparkplugs, die tires is reg, die petrol is vol.
It's a brand new GTI.
Yes.
Ireland is looking like a brand new GTI going down the road 10 o'clock at night, making a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I'm here. What are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Okay? That's Ireland.
Yeah.
Scotland?
And Scotland is out, eh?
Scotland soos 'n
We're
Cressida.
glad, but yeah.
Scotland was soos 'n Cressida wat se parte ingee.
Wat ek kon dit nie.
Yeah, it was
When he
nice.
must opkom nie.
I
scored, I must give him credit. They scored beautiful 2 tries. I mean, one of those tries with Ali Price could be one of the tries.
Of the tournament.
Yeah, tries, and that's like quick back-to-back. They scored 2 tries in like 3 minutes. But it
they
wasn't
were
enough.
Outclassed.
Yeah, they were outclassed
They
early
were
on.
honestly outclassed.
Yes,
And Ireland has definitely laid down a statement of intent. For obviously that's going to be the All Blacks as worry. But they laid down a statement of intent and they're going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, and then that
Finish.
line is getrek daar. Now we're moving into the top 8. The top 8.
Eat me.
It is the top 8. The 8 teams that made it to the quarterfinals. Obviously, like we know, A and B, we said A and B is the 2 pools. Like your gladiator pools.
Tough one.
And then your pool C and D.
Tamalekis.
Like your Mickey Mouse itchy. Huh?
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude, yeah.
Sir, don't be rude.
Yeah, but it's good to see. So The 8 teams going through, obviously, with the first game, we know we're getting.
Yes.
We're getting French fries.
Le bleu.
We got French fries.
Le Bleu, 9 o'clock
9 o'clock on Sunday.
Let's leave that for last.
Yes. And then at 9 o'clock on Saturday,
Yes.
we've got Ireland versus New Zealand. The 2 boys we just spoke
it's a
about
good
now.
weekend, guys, eh? The first thing you must do this weekend, okay? Before we get to those games, the first thing you do is Friday when you wake up behind the ruck, you watch that. You get all of your information currently. You share that with your friends on all the platforms that is possible. You make sure we get this thing going.
Gossip story.
We stir the pot. We stir the pot.
slowly.
We get the rugby vibe going. We get excited. And then Saturday and Sunday,
It's showtime.
that's showtime.
Let's cross to Saturday first.
Okay.
Okay, so Saturday, at 5 o'clock, we've got Wales versus Argentina.
I can't call this one.
I got a feeling I can call it. I'm pretty happy Wales will pull it through.
Do you think the way Gatland plays his rugby, I won't say rigid way of playing rugby, but it's similar to Springbok rugby, a box kicky, suffocate, and that type of thing. Do you think that's going to be too much for the Argentinians who actually wants to have a go sometimes?
Yeah, for me, it's about, if Dan Bigger is on song and if he plays, they're going to be...
Wales win.
Wales win.
Okay.
It's an easy win. Just because the type of players they have, man, Liam Williams,
Yeah.
Tompkins,
Their backline is good.
George North, they're very good. George
Their
North,
backs are really good.
Reece Emmett,
Yes,
fastest, one
their
of the
backs-
fastest wingers
their
there.
backs is awesome.
And then obviously the skips as well at 7. They've got a good squad. Will
Okay.
Rowlands as well. They've got a good squad, and I feel like they're a little bit stronger because Argentina was struggling a little bit, and iffy, getting to the quarterfinals, and Wales was just poof, building. So in terms of a team, I think they look a little bit more stronger than Fiji.
Through the group
Than
stages.
Argentina.
Through the group stages.
Yeah. But
Yes.
like I will not forget what Warwick said as well. He always said sometimes you learn a lot when things don't go well.
Yes.
And they peaked beautifully
Against Japan.
against Japan. So that's
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to sit on the fence.
yep.
I've got no clue.
No. I want calls. Yeah, I'm backing Wales. I want calls. Yeah, I want to know where we're going, where BTR is going, so we can say, hey, you got it, I got it, or what the case may be.
You just want to be right. I'm going to go with Argentina.
Back yourself.
I'm going to go with Argentina.
Are you going Aussies?
I think the Aussies are going to overpower them. I think the Aussies are going to put a passionate performance together. And I just love the underdog.
Is it?
I love the underdog. I'm a sucker for the underdog. I'm going to go Argentina. Vamos las Pumas.
Are you sure they're not gonna cry? Don't cry for me, Argentina. They might sing that song.
No.
Okay.
Vamos las Pumas.
And just quickly predictions. Quickly on that game. What do you think?
30-20.
30-20?
30-20 Argentina.
Yeah, I would think it's a 10 games ball game as well, but I will go with Wales with the 10 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
All good.
And then the evening, we got the massive game against Ireland and New Zealand. Ireland, New Zealand, massive game. And Paige, I'm going to say it like this. The 2 9 o'clock games on Saturday and Sunday, it's a semi-final. So I'm saying it's a semi-final, that 9 o'clock games. Whoever wins at 9 o'clock on Saturday, whoever wins at 9 o'clock
playing in the final.
are playing in the final. I'm calling this.
Okay.
Because
I back you.
yeah, just because it's a gladiator side. This A and B was always the gladiator side. The top 4 teams, those 4 teams
In the world.
Yes. So when they get in the semi-final, the other sides is the 2 quarterfinals. When they get to the semi-final, they're obviously going to play, I would say, Wales and England, and that's going to be easy
Okay.
for Ireland and South Africa or New Zealand. So Ireland. Let's get to Ireland, New Zealand while we're on that. What's a massive call to make?
But what an exciting game to look forward to, though.
Yeah, yo.
Will the All Blacks bounce back? Will they put in a performance that's going to
Yes.
make a rugby crazy nation proud? Is Ireland going to show us more of that dominance, more of that attacking brilliance? I am absolutely licking my lips for
yes,
Saturday night, just as a rugby spectacle as a
Yes.
whole, to watch that game.
So Saturday night, Sunday night, 9 o'clock, we must drink Red Bulls just to stay awake.
Yes.
It's that.
Is that
It's going to be a
100%?
cracker for games. Hopefully, I can see a proper haka with Cody Taylor leading it.
Okay.
Let's not go
Okay.
there. So just to put that presence on there, give them a little bit of a... ons is reg.
If you are the All Blacks, where do you think Ireland is vulnerable, and where would you think the All Blacks has got a chance to beat them?
I know, in my opinion, I think Ireland's going to win this game.
Yes.
Fair and square.
Okay.
I would love New Zealand to pull through. But the way Ireland is playing, They
can't see them
well,
losing.
I can't see them losing. Just the way they're playing, just the shape of running. And New Zealand doesn't have a push defense and a push defense and a high pressure defense like we have.
They up and check.
To put the playmakers under pressure.
Okay.
They when they feel like, oh, we can go up now. Ireland is not in a good position, then they want to go up. But most of the time, it's just up and check, up and away. And when you give momentum for James Lowe and all those type of boys, and I mean, those New Zealanders I spoke about in Ireland, they're going to be up for this game.
Of course.
They're playing against the people that chased them away. No, maybe not chased him away.
Wow.
But, you know, like guys like James Lowe, it's guys that played for the Maori team. You know, he didn't get opportunity. He went overseas, he got this opportunity. Bandi Aki, the same. Gibson Park, you know, is never an option because of TJ Perenard and Aaron Smith.
Yes.
So I can't see Ireland is a strong outfit. I'm going to call Ireland an easy one. Not easy, but okay, a good one.
I think it's going to be a fantastic test match. I honestly hoping as a rugby fanatic that the All Blacks put up a game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with you as well and saying that the Irish are going to win.
Mm-hmm. And the support behind them is crazy. Hey? Did you see that after both games? After our game, after this game this past
Werk
weekend?
hy mense nie? Hoe's almal in Frans?
Everyone is there.
I don't understand. No one
The
working in Ireland.
The Euros is stronger than the Rand.
Hey.
We sent. Let's
But they do have phenomenal support.
Yeah,
They're playing awesome rugby. They're looking like a side that wants to be in the final and get that first World Cup. I'm going to go with you and say Ireland's going to win this one.
Yeah. I think BTR can agree on that one.
Okay.
Predictions, you maybe... Will it be a big score? It's going to be a tight game, yeah.
It's going to be a tight game, but I think there is tries in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way the All Blacks defend and the way Ireland attack and the way the All Blacks can also play in broken field, broken play and in chaos, I think there will be tries. I'm also going to go 8 to 10 point swing to the Irish.
Yeah, I would say 5 points, yeah.
Okay.
5 points either way. Hopefully, you know, the senior players like Aaron Smith, Adi Savia, Sam Kane and the boys, they can step up because they need to. The first 30 minutes is going to be crucial. If they're going to let Ireland in, it's going to be a long day to office.
But and just in saying that, I think the All Blacks, I'm not saying the All Blacks don't have a chance. Because, I mean, that it's 80 minutes of sport, so they definitely have an opportunity in winning this game. Okay?
No.
Ready?
Yeah.
Next one.
We can stick on that. Then we move on to Sunday. Okay. First game up, obviously 5 o'clock. It's going to be England versus Fiji. Will there be cover after that game at 7 o'clock? That's the question.
That's the hopeful thinking. We want Fiji to win. I apologize. I know the rugby analytical side of me says England is going to take it through. They've been there. They know what to do.
Yeah.
They got the more sound game plan. They got the more sound game plan. They've got boys that have played numerous times in big games. But the kid and the rugby guy in me wants Fiji to lift themselves up after that game against Portugal and say, hey, we want our place in the tier 1 nations.
I just think the error rate is crucial for Fiji.
For Fiji.
Yeah, if they're going to knock the balls too much, if they're going to lose the balls in contact and it break down too much, just because of the offload game, if you run for offload, you're not going to be late for breakdown and all those type of things. And England is going to make it a structured type of way. It's set piece. It's, you know, it's their scrums. It's their lineouts.
And what do you think about the part that Gio mentioned, the soft underbelly? Because I saw glimpses of that in the Somoa game.
Yeah, there's
glimpses, and I was like, Gio has got something here.
Yeah. There's always that chance, but it all depends what happens in the first 20 or 30 minutes. And like, I mean, I've played there for a couple of, and I know how the English think, how they move. You know, as soon as you in their face, they
back off. Okay.
So you got to be in their face early on, and you need to be on top of them early on. If they smell a bit of blood, it's almost like they can get moving.
This is a perfect game for Fiji in rugby, eh?
Yeah,
Partner, nothing to lose.
Nothing
underdog.
to lose.
They can come out and throw their bodies around.
And to go back to back, because the last time they've met, we know what happened there as well. Yeah. So, you calling? Yeah, we got a call. I know. I'm gonna go with the English Rose on this one. Just knowing that I wasn't happy with what happened against Georgia and Portugal, but will they push through because they know what happened, and also what will happen with the last result? Will England be up for it? So that's I'm just making my call on that.
Yes, this is a tough one for me, partner. Honestly, because as I said from the beginning, Fiji is my second team. the second team that I enjoy watching.
Yeah.
I know
Should
they had a
always-
hiccup against Portugal, but I know you want a call from me. You want
Yes,
me to?
I want to know what's happening.
I'm gonna go with England.
Are you also going England?
I'm gonna go England. Yeah. Sorry.
Don't get forced.
I'm gonna go
Are you
with
sure?
England.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah, let's go with England. Happy.
Yes. And then the game we've all been waiting for. 9 o'clock on Sunday, it's South Africa versus the host.
Get comfortable for this
Hey,
one.
are we going to have some French fries when that game is over? That's the question.
I think this is gonna be a game for the ages. I think from a rugby spectacle, world champions versus host nation, and a host nation with expectation.
Yo, which is in good form.
Which is in good form. They got world-class players. The same for the Springboks. We have expectation. We believe our team is the best in the world. They believe their team want to
Is the
go to
best
the
in the world.
final.
Ja.
Oeh, dat is... Meneer, dis 'n groot
Is
game.
popcorn stuff, hè? Huh? Is braaitjie, is popcorn, is sit down, kinders, asseblief. Get
Put
to
the
the
kids in
playroom.
bed at 7. Get the braaibroodjies out. Get the wors out. Get the jerseys out. Springbok rugby, hier kom ons. Hier
Yes.
kom ons Frans. Julle is hier reg vir ons.
And if we do get the result, don't go sleep at 11 o'clock. Huh? Keep cracking on.
Hey, there's work the next day. Meneer.
Huh? This
What-
life after quarterfinal.
What advice are you giving our viewers here? There's work.
Yeah, they know how to enjoy it. They know how to
Okay.
enjoy it. So key players in France is will we see the point? Our viewers, episode 12, have they watched episode 12 with Flocky? Giving us information. Huh? We don't want the roofkijkers that watch episode 3, episode 5, episode 8.
Watch every episode.
Yeah, and Flocky gave us information saying that he's been training with the team, you know, and the medical team actually said that he's going to be ready for the semi-final, but you can't get to a semi-final if you can't win the quarter-final, so he's going to force him.
I think he's going to play, partner. I know there's reports currently that the surgeon has cleared him for training with the French team this week. And once you can train, then you can play.
Yeah.
You with me?
With the Bane mask, with the welding.
We would. I don't know if he's going to be Terminator coming with a welding in his cheek. I don't know what's going to happen with him. But obviously the French team wants Dupont on the field, especially playing the Springboks. For the
He's
X factor and that leadership, these qualities that he brings. That I don't. Obviously the other scrum halves are really good, but he's got unique qualities that makes him one of the best in the world at the position.
Totally agree with you.
And
So-
I think there's actually a few players in that French team, partner, honestly, that for me, I won't say makes me worry, but makes them a really good team. I think Dante, the 12, gets them go forward.
Yes.
He's a big part of what they do well. Damien Pino, the wing, that plays for Clermont, that's going to Bordeaux now. He is a phenomenal rugby player. He sometimes, when he gets the ball, he comes back in, he goes against the grain, like
doesn't look
Brian
like
used
a
to do
wing.
back in the day. He does exactly the same stuff.
He's a swerver. He's not like a step fan type of guy.
Swerve, and he's quite big though. He's quite physical, I must say. So he's someone we need to look out for. Obviously, Matthew Zaliba. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Matthew Zaliba. The fly-off, the stand-in guy for Untermac. He's been on song. He's a fantastic player. He's a fantastic young player. So they got standout players across the board, the French team. They're going to be up for it. The Frenchies will sing. The Frenchies will party. They're going to
gonna be
cry.
massive.
It's going to be a massive game. Where are they playing? Where are they playing?
St. Denis.
Hey,
St. Denis.
it's in Japan.
It's going to be massive. Eh? That's a game we have to see because it's going to be similar to South Africa and Ireland. It's a packed stadium. You know, people jumping in.
This is another final.
Yeah, we got our boys, you know, in that stadium with 20% support, I think. Eh?
It's
It's going to be full of blue and white, you know, allez, bleu, all the way. But yeah, they're looking good. Massive game. Talk me about our boys. Where are we? We had a week off now. So it was actually good because we could have seen him what they're
Happy.
doing. Rassie is not hy slaap nie.
Yeah, but
Hy eet wakker pies.
no.
Hy eet sy wakker pies.
Rasi, obviously, this thing has worked out really nicely for us, partner.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
must say, yeah, we got a week.
We had extra
rest.
few days. We could view the French team playing Italy. Our team, our coaching staff, our management could immediately start planning
Yes.
for what we're about to receive. The next day, they could immediately go into reviews, into planning, where the
Yes.
French team still had to recover.
Yep.
You with
Ice
me?
bath and salt.
Ice
and
bath,
and
Epsom salts, all of that stuff. Chocolate milkies, lekker. So they still had to recover, where our boys immediately got into prep. They had a few days
Knowing
off where
what's
they
happening.
could rest and recover.
Family.
They're fresh.
Get the salt ready, get recovered well. and get up and running, because planning is important for us. What we have, what team selection, what 10 do we play, what 2 do we play, all those type of things. What game plan do we play? So that's the tricky questions we're having at the moment, especially in that pivot Tom Brady situation.
Luckily we were fortunate last week in our episode where Warwick actually explained it so thoroughly and so well about the differences of the two, but each way
got their own little.
Or each one takes you to success. So I think from our side, we are confident with either Mani or Andre starting Saturday, Sunday, right? Both.
Yeah.
Either or.
Who do you think, in terms of what the Frenchies bring to the party? Obviously, the physical team, those Packerforce, Flamont, and those boys are physical, and we can match that. What type of play do we want to play against them? Are we going to go Mani, out the back, moving him into space, get the cross kicks in, those type of things? Or are we just going to go solidness with your handrepollard, and then, when we don't get momentum,
drop back in the pocket.
Back, get us, up and unders, get those contestables going. There's 2 ways to go to it. I know what I want to do. I would love to see Mani keep going. He's done the job for us for 3 months now. So he's done the job for us for 3 months. So he's in the pivot position now. And did well. Okay? And hopefully when he's on the bench, you got to go 6-2 or 5-3. Hopefully when he's on the bench. If kicking isn't in a situation for us, there's an option. But I think we need to play against those big boys. Dante and those boys, you need to move them around.
Move them around the field.
Yes, you got to move those boys around the field, Dupont is there, but Dupont is obviously a little bit fragile. Those big forwards, move them around the field. Let Mani put them into space, tight and flat on the advantage line of the defense. And then afterwards, second half, depending on where we are in the scoreboard, then we can flourish. That's just my opinion when it comes to the pivot position.
I'm going to 100% agree with you, buddy.
Are you going to agree with me?
Yes.
It's not because, for me personally, it's not because it's I know him, I play with him, or he's a friend or whatsoever. It's just my technical feel of where we're at as a Springboks and what I think we should do in a St. Denis against France. Knowing that they're big physical, they're going to take us on physically, but we need to move them around. We need, especially, I'm not too sure if Pino and those boys, the wingers, are good with wings on strings. Ramos is obviously, like Floki said, he's
world
crucial.
Class.
We can't any penalties in our halves. It's going to be, that's why Andre needs to be there in case there's a situation.
I also, obviously the team is not out yet as we're shooting this episode currently. I would also probably start Mani. Just for the fact that you know what you got in Polly on the bench. So no matter what the situation is on the field, we can bring on someone that has done it, that physical, controlling, kick for poles, fly off. I would like us also to go with Mani. Give them something different that they haven't seen in the past.
Keep them guessing.
Keep them guessing. Yeah, keep them guessing. So give them something different with Mani. And I know Mani is going to kick well.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't even think that
just because of the pressure with Andre here, floating in the background, sitting fast here at the Medulla oblongata, he knows that, he needs to be on song. And as he had a week now, 10 days, whatever it is, 7 days, just to keep
now I'm
the
confident
boxes.
he will do the job.
Yeah.
Extremely confident.
And we need that extra 5 to 10 meters, especially when we go to touch as well. We need that wings to be, like you always said, yes. So that's just my opinion.
Same with me.
So it's going to be interesting to see when the team is out what Rassi decided. Maybe Rassi sometimes he watches the show.
He watches
a lot
behind
of the
the
calls is a 90-80% what we
you
speak
think
about.
the traffic cop will be out again Sunday night?
We haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
You mustn't go back to a shell when people say, hey, where's the traffic cop?
Okay.
Rassi, do you?
Lachis.
Be you, do you, Rassi. Okay. We accepted as South African supporters, yeah. And then that crucial position at number 13, number 13, with Lukanya being back, do we go with the informed guys, Jesse and Kanan?
I think so.
Or do we go what we had in
I'm going to back inform. Obviously, this is not a thing against Lucanio at all. It's just the pure fact of those boys have done it for us now.
Yep.
They've been comfortable. They got the minutes under the belt. Lucanio has just recovered from an injury. And I know Zondele Sticker said the same the past in the press, that they're not going to rush him back onto the field. Okay? So I think let's go with Jesse and Kanan, which either way, that's up to Rassi.
Yeah. I think Jesse will get the nod.
I think Jesse will also get the nod.
Yeah. It's because of the experience and what we know we can get from him.
And I don't see a lot of changes in our team. I think we're a settled team. We know what we're going to get. I think they'll go with Gaza at the back, Damien Willemse.
Okay.
At the back, they go with Damien de Ellende 12, Jesse 13.
Power Rangers, they pick themselves?
Yes, 100%. It's automatic, auto.
Is it Otto?
Auto.
Yeah, hopefully
Just cruise control.
He's the Power Ranger, Villiers.
He's tough. He's tough. I'm going to give him credit.
Oh, is it?
He's a really good player. He's a tough bugger. He gets stuck in. He doesn't shy away from contact. He likes the nitty-gritty little stuff. So he's a good player.
Yeah.
That's going to be...
Okay, so we see the Power Rangers and those two in the centers. And then we said we'd like to see Mani
We're going to
there.
go Mani. But we are lucky as a country that we got two fantastic...
Quality.
World-class fly-offs.
And
so
not because of current form.
Yes.
Huh?
They
What
can
we've
play.
seen. Yeah, they can play.
Ballers.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. But we obviously go with Mani.
Yes.
And then at number 9, Fafi. He has to put pressure on was it Gilibert? What's his name?
Jalibert.
Yeah, we got to put pressure on him.
Jalibert.
Yeah,
Okay?
just more pressure onto the Pont. Obviously he's fragile. And Fafi, he can take.
Yeah.
He can take. And hopefully he can put more pressure onto them. And up front, the 6, 7, 8, we need to speak about the 6, 7, 8. Sia, we need to go with our captain.
Obviously.
Lead, and make him play 70 to 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't take him off too early. Let
Leave
the
him
boy
with-
keep play. Let
his
him
knee's
enjoy
fine.
himself.
He's
He's fine.
got enough minutes.
Yes. And at number 8, I know you backing. You want to go with Jasper.
Oh, Jasper. I feel like he dents team. He makes them tackle him a lot. And that's obviously good that we prosper.
I can see where you're coming from. Yeah, I would like to see Dwayne
He's
there.
relentless, man. Jasper is
But
relentless.
Jasper, I could go with Jasper, yeah.
Let's go with Yassi
yeah.
at number 8.
Pieter Stef?
Ja.
Kies hemzelf?
Yep.
Eben gaat ons nog praat.
No.
We're not going to talk about Eben. And then?
I think they're going to go with Soos at 5, Franco Moster.
Yeah, it's been good.
And the front row will be as is.
As is, yeah.
Kutte, Bongi, Frana. With the bomb squad as is. So there's going to be no surprises from a selection point of view. But
Is it 6-2, 7-1?
6-2.
I think it's going to be 6-2, but I would like to see the 5-3.
I would also
Just
like
to
to
get the
see
9, 10
but
and the outside back
I
in
don't
there.
think I think he's going to go 6-2 because whether Andre starts on the bench, he can cover 12 and 10.
Okay. And if it's Mani on the bench, it's...
Mani can slot in at 10, Andre can move to 12, and then Jesse can go to the wing, and there's a lot of versatilities around that, especially with there's 4 9s, there's a speed factory, all of them can play
So
wing.
you say Grant will obviously come in to cover that wing if needed.
I
That's
think
why
so.
they probably gave him some game time against Tonga.
So that doesn't make it all adds up.
Yeah.
The dots. The dots.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's a mouthful, eh?
It's
so
a lot.
you happy where we are at the moment? So you predictions-wise, are you happy that South Africa will pull it through?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a close one, Paddy.
Close one, yeah.
A 23-20
Yeah.
or a 20-16, that type of score.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very close. And hopefully, it's not going to be controversial with referees and bunker systems and yellow cards and those type of things. Okay? And hopefully the refs won't feel the pressure of blah, and make the 50-50 calls go to the blue and white. You know, we don't want that.
We don't want, especially
Hopefully
not
it's
in this game.
a clear game where rugby is the winner. Okay,
And the Springboks
is the winner. But a clear game, yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm
I
excited,
can't wait.
Yeah. Super excited. That's
A
chicken wrap, eh? We covered a lot of things, and the Rugby World Cup is slowly diving in to the end now. So a couple more weeks, but business end.
Yep. You're looking the
Tux
part.
Taylor, Tux Taylor making us look good,
Yeah,
eh?
looking really slick. I
Just
know.
be careful, eh? Wives won't be happy if you're too slick without him around, eh?
I know.
Yeah. But we're looking good.
Yes, and obviously coming to the end, it's a chicken wrap. We want to once again, I want to firstly thank Lulabet, our
Lulabet.
up there, our partner in crime, our partner, long-standing partner with Behind the Ruck. Thank you for making Behind the Ruck possible.
Yep.
Then
Ruckers.
today's episode sponsor is
Sponsored by Sealand. Eh?
Yes.
Episode sponsor for today, episode 14, is obviously sponsored by Sealand. Unbelievable products. Products I love. Guys, go check it out. They've got a new store that just opened up in the waterfront now, the top floor. Wow, what unbelievable products, eh? Made from waste, recycle equipment. Just good for environment, like we said.
Good for the world.
And hopefully good for economy.
Yes.
Huh? Hopefully it can boost
And
it.
then the studios that we're currently in, our new setup, it
Are
looks
you
awesome.
okay? Yes.
Are you okay? That's the question I need to ask you sometimes.
Sometimes you gotta check in because it's important to check in. I need to see if you're okay because
Are you
sometimes when I
okay?
beat you in golf, I need to check in if you're okay after that.
Never happens. That never happens.
Yeah.
So Are
So
You
we're
Okay
lucky, yeah.
Studios, guys, please go check out their website, areyouokay.co.za. And once again, we've come to the end of an episode.
Yeah,
Buddy,
guys, please let them like,
share and subscribe. Please, guys, don't be roofkijkers.
Don't be roofkijkers. Yeah. And like we said, it doesn't cost a cent.
No. To subscribe, guys, to subscribe costs nothing.
Tell your
It's for
mommy.
free. It's mahala. Do the right thing. Make sure that you send our episodes to everyone. Please check out our exclusive
Yes,
interview.
exclusive with Dennis
Hacjivah-
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. No. Yeah.
Okay, Hacjivah.
With Hacjivah Dayimani. It's
a
really
cracker.
cool. A really fantastic view. The view he has on life is awesome.
Yeah.
And let's go Springbok rugby, meneer.
Ooh, let's get behind them. Bok Friday, get in there, get ready for Sunday, and let's support the boys because this is crucial.
Yes.
Because if we win this game, we're in the finals. I'm calling it.
My girl sings, Ikomi Bokke, Ikomi Bokke, hey.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ikomi Bokke, Ikomi Bokke, hey.
Hey, ding, 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 ding.
I'm Rudy Page,
I'm Juan de Jong.
and the ruck is clear.